Coming to you from the high desert, where ghosts, goblins, and witches are a thing. I am Professor Presley. I come to you now at the witching hour, based upon a recent encounter I had with a witch who zapped me down with a curse. Now, I don't believe in witches, but here are the top 5 witch movies, which I will be explaining now. This first one is Hocus Pocus with Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker in it. Now, this is a witch movie, and witch people will watch this movie every Halloween, and they're like, this is a Halloween movie. This movie is stupid as ass. It is the dumbest movie that has ever been put to film, and yet it's a good time to watch. So, go and watch Hocus Pocus and enjoy how stupid you are. Because as you watch Hocus Pocus, you'll realize how dumb you are getting. You'll see Frank Marshall, and he's Satan, and you have no problem with that. And you kind of have a crush on pervy Sarah Jessica Parker, but then you realize that she's probably an escaped mental patient. Or then go and maybe watch Halloween Town with Debbie Reynolds. One of the great things about Halloween Town, especially watching it at Halloween time, is that it takes place with Halloween stuff going on. And, Debbie Reynolds from a lot of Debbie Reynolds movies, she's in there, and they fly on brooms and stuff, and there's wizardry, witchetry. And then if you don't like that, go watch Witches of Eastwick with Cher in it. And basically you have Catwoman and Joker and the mom from Mask and Dr. Wong together, and they're witches. And they have this witch dude, and that is the Joker, Jack Nicholson. And he is reprising his role of Jack Torrance, which is probably not true. And I don't even know if I remember much about this movie except for the cherry spitting seeds part, and that Cher is in it. And pretty much if you put Cher in anything, it makes it the best movie ever. So this is the best witch movie, even though it's number 4 on the list. It's called Witches of Eastwick, which probably has something to do with the candle. And as you can see, there's some magic involved and a lot of balloons, a lot more balloons than you would believe, and there's a lot of cleanup. And Jack Nicholson is does his own stunts in the movie, and Catwoman hasn't joined him yet. And then he's really angry because he doesn't understand that witches and sandwiches are 2 totally different things, because it's okay to have 3 sandwiches, but having 3 actual witches, that's just trouble. And then it would go to the greatest of all Harry Potter movies. I don't care what anyone says, this is the truth. Look at that, it looks like a rock band cover. This is the best Harry Potter witch movie that there is. It is Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix. I mean, oh my God, she's the best villain ever. You hate her, and you're so happy when the bad things happen. And then, Voldemort's face coming at you, and then Harry Potter's all conflicted. I mean, he's always conflicted, but lambs to the slaughter. But what a good bad guy to go up against in Umbridge. And look at that shot of the castle, and Hermione's hair is looking great. And then it's like Dumbledore shows up, and what a great idea to have wizards with wands, is what one would say watching this movie. And then they're like, let them use them, and they're like, but nobody will show us how. And then Harry Potter's like, you know what? Room of requirement. I require this room to straight up teach me how to teach you stuff. And then that's where it happens. Boom. He kisses Cho Chang right in front of the picture of Twilight. And then all of a sudden, what am I doing? Flying on a broom. And who's over there? the hottest chick, which I would have probably ended up with, which is Bellatrix Lestrange. Like 100%, she is my type, and like it's wrong that she's bad, but she's like famous bad, so it's kind of okay. And so that brings us to the whole reason for even having witch movies, which is The Craft. And if you think about it very extremely loosely, The Craft is a prequel to Almost Famous. I base that on literally no logic, except for it has one of the same actress in it, who is also one of the groupies. Anyway, the point is that if you are going to have any sort of seductive desire toward a witch, it should be a witch from The Craft. It is blatantly 90s, and so that makes it that much more nostalgic. And if you think about the premise for even a second of The Craft, then your brain will melt and fall out of your head, and you will actually be controlled by a witch, because the storyline and overall plot is as dumb as, like, if you were to think of just like the dumbest things that a witch could be, it would be this movie, and yet they are just so hot. And like, if you're gonna be cursed by a witch, I mean, please look like that in the 90s. Okay, and that's your top 5 witch movies. And I'm really glad that you stopped by to listen to this midnight rambling bullshit. If you refute this list, then a witch will show up at your house and give you, I don't know, like witch coins? I don't know what they're worth, but maybe they're redeemable. Also, we hope that you like this video, and please just support us by subscribing. That will help us pay our rent. And be safe out there. Remember, if witches are real, they are gonna get mad about stuff. And so you should probably learn how to avoid witches. And the best way I have learned so far is salt. So start by covering your perimeter in salt, and I guess reapply every time it rains. Okay. Have a good night. We love you. Bye.
Thank you so much for coming by and watching the channel. If you enjoyed that video, please hit like. If you hated that video, please write it in the comments. And use the most foul language that you can. And if you like this sort of thing, yelling at dumb videos or liking good ones, please hit subscribe. It helps out the channel.